Kruger National Park is home to one of the most fearsome predators of the African plains, lions. Here in this vast and harsh wilderness, lion prides not only fight for territory but also for survival. Among them, this pride stands out, led by two powerful brothers commanding a pride of over 20 lions. These lions have mastered hunting Africa's most dangerous prey, the aggressive Cape buffalo, a creature that can sustain the whole pride, but also has the strength to take down a lion with a single charge. The lions in this pride constantly face perilous challenges. They hunt enormous buffalo, working together to separate the weaker ones from the herd. A single misstep in an attack could mean death, but these warriors are not easily defeated. The leading brothers have displayed boldness and sharp predatory instincts, bringing the pride many victories, though not without experiencing their fair share of defeats. In this fierce battle for survival, the strong bond among pride members is their greatest weapon. They rely on one another to survive the brutal wilderness of Kruger. These lions remain standing, a testament to the ferocity of nature, where every encounter is filled with drama and nothing is certain. Life in Kruger is a series of surprises, where even the most fearsome predators face unpredictable challenges. As summer shifts into winter, Kruger's lush grasslands wither, forcing the buffalo herd to move in search of better grazing grounds. The pride's once abundant food supply begins to dwindle, leaving the lions hungry and desperate. With the buffalo on the move, they become increasingly elusive targets, pushing the pride into adopting a new, dangerous strategy. As their usual prey slips out of reach, the lions are forced to test their hunting prowess against different foes, a grim shift that could forever alter their fate. The lions now have no choice but to hunt more dangerous prey. However, the scarcity of food makes hunts more challenging, and encounters with other species are on the rise. As different animals battle for every inch of land and every scarce drop of water, the pride faces dangerous enemies like hyenas, leopards, and even elephants. The lionesses, skilled hunters who form the backbone of the pride, must now lead their cubs through this harsh world. With an astonishing 15 cubs to feed, the pride's need for food has never been greater. Each hunt becomes more urgent as the cubs grow hungrier. As the buffalo leave their original territory, the lions make a bold and fateful decision: to trespass into the territory of other lion prides. Venturing into enemy territory is a perilous act. Everything can change in an instant, and the lionesses know this is not just an ordinary hunt. They are gambling with the survival of their cubs. Any mistake could lead to disaster, but hunger forces the pride to take risks. From that moment, battles between lion prides erupt with unprecedented ferocity. The lack of food drives the prides into fierce competition for survival. Tensions between prides reach a breaking point as they are forced to invade each other's territories in search of prey. Bloody battles ensue, with every lion fighting tooth and claw to protect their territory. their cubs, and their sustenance. Male lions play a crucial role in these battles. To protect the pride, they lead attacks against rival prides, aiming to drive out their opponents and secure food for their own. Any lion that trespasses into another pride's territory faces brutal retribution from the local rulers. Each battle is a fight to the death, where the lions are not only battling for their own survival, but also for their pride and the future of their lineage. In this context, the lionesses cannot escape confrontations either. When battles between males occur, they must cope with the aftermath of losing food sources and simultaneously find ways to protect their cubs from invaders. The resilient lionesses continue their roles of caring for and nurturing the young, but the constant threat from other prides forces them to fight harder, defending their cubs from danger. The number of surviving cubs decreases as the young face threats from both humans and predators. The prides of lionesses have to adapt their strategies, sometimes splitting up to attack from multiple directions, making it harder for their enemies to anticipate their moves. The prolonged and intense battles have completely altered the dynamics of the prides in the region. Weaker prides are forced to migrate from their old territories, wandering into new areas to seek safety and food. However, this only increases the tension, leading to new conflicts in distant lands. Territory becomes the deciding factor for survival. And as land shrinks, the battles between lion prides grow fiercer than ever. The stronger prides seize fertile lands, while the weaker ones face starvation and relentless attacks from rivals. At Serengeti National Park, a life-or-death battle broke out between 4 lions and a solitary one, all for one purpose: to defend its territory. The sudden attack began as the 4 lions, aiming to expand their territory, approached the prey from behind, using the wind to their advantage, so that the victim could not detect their presence. The lone lion, unaware of the looming threat, suddenly felt danger as the 4 invaders charged in. At first, it tried to escape, but soon realized its path was blocked. Panic set in, and the lion unexpectedly turned around, fighting fiercely to defend the territory it had long protected. Territorial battles between lions are always brutal, leaving no room for mercy. Survival is all that matters. Whether the lone lion fights or tries to flee, it knows that if it fails, the territory will no longer be its own. The battle continues with furious growls, as the 4 lions unite in their attack with only one goal in mind: victory and conquest. This violent cycle extends through the dry season, as the prides constantly move, fight, and struggle to survive. Land becomes scarce, food supplies dwindle, and only the most resilient lions can endure. The males, as the primary warriors of the pride, not only face direct combat but also must protect their health and dominance from other males seeking to take over their position. The battles don't just occur between prides but also within them, as males fight for the power to become the new dominant leader. In the end, only the strongest prides manage to survive, continuing to thrive in the harsh environment of the African plains. When the dry season ends and the first rains fall on the plains, life slowly begins to return. The parched earth starts absorbing water. Streams that had dried up now flow again, bringing life back to the land. Lush greenery sprouts, coloring the landscape, and most importantly, herds of buffalo return after their long migration, seeking new grazing grounds. The appearance of the buffalo herds brings new hope for predators like lions, who have endured months of harsh conditions and hunger. The lions, with their intense survival instincts, quickly return to their familiar hunting routines. The dry season may be over, but the struggle to survive is far from finished. They soon realize that to keep the pride alive, they must seize every opportunity. The experienced lions begin teaching the younger generation, the cubs lucky enough to have survived the brutal dry season. Lessons on stalking, ambushing, and bringing down prey are passed down bit by bit in the new hunts. Every step, every pounce is a survival lesson that the cubs must master to endure the perilous future ahead. However, the price the pride of lions had to pay for the harsh season was not small. Of the 15 cubs born before the dry season, only 7 survived to see the return of the rains. The remaining cubs could not overcome hunger and the extreme conditions of the environment during those difficult months. Each lost cub brought sorrow to the pride, but it was also nature's cruel lesson, where only the strongest and most resilient can survive. This loss marks the price of survival, but it also serves as a reminder of nature's ruthlessness. The lionesses still have to continue their role despite the losses, nurturing and protecting the remaining cubs. They pour all their energy into teaching the surviving cubs. They hope that the invaluable lessons in hunting will equip the next generation to withstand the future challenges of nature. The rainy season brings new life, but it also opens up another harsh cycle of nature. Although the rains bring green grass and water, hidden dangers always loom. The lions are now stronger and wiser, but their lives will continue to be an unending battle. The mating season arrives, signaling a new, fierce battle in the animal world. The male lions are no exception, entering a period of intense competition for breeding rights. This is a major challenge for them to secure the chance to pass their lineage to the next generation. 2 male lions face off in the twilight, their bodies tense like armored muscles, preparing for a life-or-death fight. The deafening roars echo across the plains, signaling the imminent fierce confrontation. They charge at each other with astounding speed, their sharp claws delivering powerful swipes. The golden fur flies with each pounce, and their sharp teeth clash in deadly bites. Neither lion gives way, roaring in fury, each bite a decisive attack aimed at the other's neck or shoulders. The ground beneath them trembles from the force of their blows, and each claw mark leaves bloody gashes on their thick fur. Dust clouds rise with every impact, and whenever one retreats, the other charges forward relentlessly, determined not to give the opponent a chance to rest. The lionesses stand at the edge of the battle, their eyes closely following every fierce pounce, and bite between the 2 males, locked in combat like tireless warriors. They try to intervene, but it's all in vain. The male lion's instinct to fight is too strong, drawing them into the fury of the battle for breeding rights. The females circle around, trying to calm the situation by stepping between them, but neither male pays attention. Each strike and bite is directed straight at the opponent, leaving no room for intervention. The presence of the lionesses seems to heighten the tension, making the males even more aggressive. No matter how hard they try, the females cannot change the course of events. They can only stand on the sidelines, helpless as the fight rages on. The roaring of the 2 males shakes the air. Meanwhile, the lionesses step back. After many mating seasons, They realize that this fight will only end when one lion falls, submitting to the dominance of the stronger one. The two male lions wrestle in the confined space of the battle, fighting for breeding rights. The roaring grows louder, the sound of brutality and determination, until one lion retreats, exhausted and overpowered. The other lion, though also wounded, stands victorious. Its strongest weapon, its jaws, is torn. The lion, battered from the fight, will need a long time to recover. But with the breeding season approaching, there may be no more chances for it. MalaMala Game Reserve, located within South Africa's Sabi Sands Reserve, is one of the largest and oldest wildlife reserves in Africa. Spanning a vast area, MalaMala boasts diverse landscapes from vast grasslands to dense forests, creating a perfect habitat for many wildlife species. The winding rivers and abundant water sources attract a wide variety of large animals, including lions, the kings of the African savanna. The rich resources and wildlife at MalaMala create a dynamic stage for the fierce encounters in the natural world. Lions in MalaMala are known for their hunting prowess and the leadership skills of powerful males. However, in the wild, finding food is never easy. Lions often face brutal battles to claim prey. When hunting, they use group tactics to bring down large animals like buffalo, antelope, and sometimes even young elephants. But even after successfully bringing down prey, they cannot be sure of their meal. Encounters with other predators like hyenas and leopards often occur. However, lions from other prides are also formidable food thieves. This male lion had been wandering through the tall grass of the MalaMala Reserve all afternoon. Luck finally came when its sharp eyes spotted the carcass of a giraffe lying motionless on the ground. The giraffe's body was a prize the lion couldn't pass up. It was a perfect opportunity to replenish its energy. The lion approached, its nose twitching, sensing the fresh meat. It lowered its head, its sharp cannons ready to pierce the thick skin of the prey. But in the predator's world, enjoying a feast alone is a luxury. Before the lion could indulge, a roar echoed from behind. From the shadows, another male lion emerged. A formidable rival, it headed straight toward the first lion. Without hesitation, the two lions locked eyes in a challenging stare, angry roars filling the air. In that moment, everything seemed to stand still. The tension in the air was palpable, only broken by their heavy breaths. A fight was inevitable. Both lions lunged at each other with all their might. The fierce blows kept coming. Sharp claws slashed deep wounds into each other's bodies as they grappled on the dusty ground. Each lion struggled to hold its position, to maintain control over the carcass, and to defend its dominance in the territory. Every fight has its winner and loser. The giraffe's carcass was the prize for the stronger lion. After the intense fight, the victorious lions now rest under the shade, relaxing their weary bodies and enjoying a moment of temporary peace. Today's victory was the result of strength and strategy, but in this wild world, tranquility is fleeting. As for the defeated lion, its wounds are not yet healed, and the sting of failure lingers. It will need to find a way to recover, plan a new strategy, and prepare for the next battles. Life on the savannah never stops, and the battles continue. Every day, new fights begin. The wild will keep testing the strong and the weak. In a life full of unpredictability,